slow lanes. Skies dropping Jupiter around us like some old train. We'll be rolling down the windows. I bet you we'll catch a nice second wind.
I'm polishing the Hellcat. Look at this mean machine. Holy cow. This thing just tells you it is, I don't know, this is an amazing looking car. Dave Stahl, what is it?
It is a 2016 Dodge Challenger Hellcat SRT8. You got 707 horsepower over here. You got 707 horsepower over there. And what do you got in the middle?
I'm the baby. I only have 485 horsepower.
What in the world do you do with 700 horsepower?
That's not even a question. What are you kidding? No, you know what? Here's what's funny, because you think, oh, wow, 700 horsepower, but you run down the road in this thing, it is as comfortable. I mean, and then if you decide you want to get around somebody because maybe they're irritating you, boom, you're gone. Now, Lance, how long have you had yours?
I got it in December 6th.
What'd you replace? What did this replace?
It replaced a 1970 Dodge Challenger 600 horsepower 6-speed.
Okay, so you're a Mopar guy.
Yeah.
And
all right, look where Eric is. Fire this baby up.
Yeah. Now we can do that just with a touch
Stay
of a
back
button.
there, Eric. Stay back there. Stay back there.
Oh, you got enough? Then I can do mine.
Fire them all up. Listen to that throaty sound. That's the sound of 700 horses. That's incredible.
And you can, see, everybody can do it. And this is a cool feature. I mean, it's not just
doing it with a remote, Eric.
Yeah. And by the way, if you
Eric's
look at the
our cameraman,
remotes,
by the way, I talked to Eric just like he's right here, and that's him. So
see,
yeah, it's all done right here.
See, we have red keys, and then he's got the black key. Now the black key gets you a little under 500 horse. The red key will get you the 700. He can't get a red key because his is what they call the 392. There's different models: Scat Pack 392, SRT8, the Hellcat, the whole 9 yards. But the bottom line is, it's just a flat performance car.
You know what I think is interesting is that as we transition into this autonomous vehicle, Google talk about driverless cars, the guys like us who really like to drive cars are getting these kind of cars now. I mean, the fact that the factories are responding to our need to have cars that we really want to ride and drive.
The biggest problem is, you know, Dodge and Chevy and Ford figured out how to get around the horsepower emissions laws.
Yeah.
You know, back in the 70s, what did we have engines down to, what, 195?
So low.
So low, and it's because the emissions were just grinding us into the ground. So the manufacturers, being intelligent as they are, said, oh, okay, well, let's try this. So now you got 700 horse, and you got a tailpipe that's as clean, if not cleaner, than the cars from days gone by.
And if you set the cruise control at 65, it's got 8 speeds. It gets between 24 and 25 miles to a gallon.
Right.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And he gets up into the 30s because he's got...
Because you've got a smaller motor, yeah.
Well, it also has a 4-cylinder mode.
Yeah.
So at 63 miles an hour recently, I got 31 miles per gallon.
So it shuts off a couple of cylinders?
4 cylinders.
Yeah.
From 8 to 6 to 4, you know, depending on what you're doing. And it's seamless. You don't even know it's doing it. It's not like all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
But the rarity, the reason I brought all three in is because these colors are extremely rare. How many of the...
The Hellcats, they made 1,209. There might be slightly more when the final figures come out. And on my car, they made 184.
So so the purple aspect of it, you know, and I don't know, I love this purple. There's something about this shade of purple that's very appealing.
Well, it's a really aggressive, really fun color.
Oh yeah, it's bad to the bone.
Yeah.
And when
it's got the aggressive brakes too, the big wheels and everything, yeah?
Lance, are you going to do anything to yours, or are you going to leave her stock?
I'll leave it stock. There's really...
Yeah, I agree too, because what more would you do to it to make it any better?
It's balanced also. Once you start doing something, it gets unbalanced.
Yeah, and this has got almost a 50-50 balance, you know, from tail to nose. And what does that mean? Well, when you're going into a turn, trust me, you can come out of that turn. Where if you've got a tail heavy or nose heavy, then you either end up with understeer or oversteer, which is going to be an issue. And by the way, a shout out to Bondurant School of High Performance Driving. They now use these, the complete SRT lineup, for their schools over in Arizona. I think you got to go over, didn't you?
That's in Chandler, Arizona. When you're an owner, you get a 1-day high-performance driving class, which isn't enough, by the way.
No, it isn't. I've done that.
And you get to drive everything, the Charger, Hellcat, Challenger 392s, and the Vipers.
Have you been on that, Lance?
I haven't been yet.
Guess what? I just was talking to Mopar. They're getting ready to put another class together.
Put me in.
Since you're an owner, you need to get yourself on that list.
I was going to wait till it cooled off in Arizona. All the Zonies over here right now.
Yeah, they're here.
Yeah, they are, too. They're all driving purple Hellcats.
This is a car you want to have breakfast with Prince in, this purple car.
There you go,
And
man.
Brad Perry is out at the whole